In Part 1 of this series, Two-Way Survival Radios, we first discussed the findings of the Congressional EMP Commission that an EMP event could potentially wipe out 90% of America's population. Then in Part 2, The Survivors, we looked at 3 possible ways future survivors may join together with like-minded others, as small groups and teams, large groups, clans, and tribes, and as self-sustaining communities. Also in Part 2, we defined their greatest needs. For small groups and teams, it is greater security. For large groups, clans, and tribes, it is to become self-sustaining. However, for self-sustaining communities, we've yet to specify that overarching need. Is this a new kind of need that future survivors will only need and understand? No, it will not. Rather, it will be the same need that has pulled families through hard times for as long as we can remember. It will be hope for the future, a time I call the backside, when survivors will once again see blue skies and taste sweet waters once more. Unfortunately, the journey there will be a most grievous one. And it will begin with small groups and teams. With 3 to 7 members, their need for greater security will keep them on the move. As they move, there will be a main body and scouts. For this reason, handheld two-way radios are ideal for small groups and teams. Handheld radios have a range of roughly 0.2 to 5 miles. Next, let's assume our small groups and teams begin joining with like-minded others, and that they are now part of a large group, clan, or tribe. With that, we're looking at a need to cover a much larger area. Here we see the range available with handheld two-way radios carried by small groups and teams. Given that large groups, clans, and tribes will form out of multiple small groups and teams, they will continue to use their handheld radios. However, there is now a new need for greater coverage. Meeting that need will require mobile radios, and as we mentioned earlier, large groups, clans, and tribes will possess vehicles, riding animals, and pack animals. With a maximum range of roughly 10 to 50 miles, mobile radios will give large groups, clans, and tribes the ability to task several long-distance missions. During these missions, they will no doubt encounter other large groups, clans, and tribes, and then perhaps reach a meeting of the minds on how to form a self-sustaining community. Then the sky is the limit for radio range. In our book, Radio Free Earth, there is a chapter titled Knowledge Exchange. It essentially discusses a time when those who survive can begin to think about connecting with like-minded others at a great distance so that they can freely share knowledge for the betterment of all. It will be a time when wise leaders will understand that communication is a continuation with noble beliefs. What will be the benefits of that? Self-sufficiency knowledge, hope for the future, and knowing that you are not alone. This brings us to our self-sustaining community, which is making full use of its handheld and mobile two-way radios. Is this where the knowledge exchange lives and operates? Not really. To work the knowledge exchange, you'll really need a battery-powered HF portable two-way radio. This is because the sky is the limit when you're using HF portable two-way radios. Just imagine the fabulous possibilities for the future as good people connect and share simple solutions to the big problems that affect everyone. Granted, an HF portable will be your most expensive two-way radio purchase, but it is the one you'll need for true knowledge exchange communications. Not only will you have access to a wide range of frequencies, modern HF portables can also be used with other components to send and receive Morse code, data, images, video, and faxes. In concluding this three-part series, if there is just one thing you remember from these three programs, let it be this: communication equals continuation. Until the next time, remember this: Radio Free Earth will pay for itself many times over with your initial radio purchases, and the sooner you begin, the more you'll save. To purchase our book, Radio Free Earth, online, visit amazon.radiofreeearth.org. We offer 3 different editions: a low-cost black and white edition and 2 collector-grade all-color special editions. For the Radio Free Earth team, this is Marshall Masters. And if things go sideways, we'll catch you on the 40.